Wow, you came back. Or it might be your first time. Either way is cool. I appreciate that. The musician I'm going to react to, Danzig, the song is called Mother. Haven't heard it before. Will I like the song? I guess you're going to have to wait and see and find out. This is a channel where I help support the musicians, hoping to gain them more exposure and recognition. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why I do what I do, and I'm going to tell you what makes this extra special today on this reaction. But I want you to grab a drink first, sit back on your comfy couch, and wait until Tazzz reacts. Aha! Okay. So, what makes this extra special is that this reaction I'm about to do is due to a Patreon, PayPal song donation request. I thank you so much for that. Most of the monies go back into the channel so I can make it better and better and better. If you go back in time and see how I used to record 2.5 years ago versus now, you'll see an improvement. And that's because I want to give you the best viewing experience that I feel. And I like to be a little bit different. And also, I like to have content sometimes that you benefit from. So thank you for supporting the channel. This also is because, well, this song, as I said, is due to a song request donation. This goes out to the awesome and the amazing Cough Drop. Thank you, Cough Drop. Really appreciate your support for the channel. You're an awesome friend. Best friend, no doubt. Real best friend in real life. But that doesn't take it away from me being honest about my thoughts. I haven't heard this yet, but I will tell you how I feel about it soon. If you haven't heard about Danzig or who they are, I did look it up. Danzig is an American heavy metal band led by former Misfits and Sam Hain frontman Glenn Danzig, formed in 1987 in Lodi, New Jersey. Out of the latter band, its classic lineup included the eponymous, never heard of that word, vocalist and keyboardist, guitarist John Christ, bassist Erie Vaughn, oh, I like that name, and drummer Chuck Biscuits. Wow. um, I did look up because I always make sure I never reacted to somebody before. It's hard to remember the like 1,600 reactions done, but I did react to Danzig over a year ago. The song was called, I think, She Rides when I looked it up. But I did not react to this song before. Not that I probably would remember, but I'm being honest with you. So this is new for me. Um, yeah, tell me one thing you like about Danzig down in the comments. I love to interact with you. This is a conversational, interactive channel because on this channel, you matter. All right. So tell me what you know about Danzig. What's one thing at least that you like about Danzig? I want to know. All right. So without further ado, let me get into this. I may or may not pause the music portion to say something. I was told YouTube likes it if you break up the song because it reaches more people. But so of course I want to reach more people um, to gain more exposure for Danzig. It's just sometimes when I break up songs, I might lose where I left off. But anyway, we'll see. If there's an opportune time, then I will. So without further ado, I want you to wait until Tazzz reacts. All right. So let's see. Right at the beginning here, I'm pausing it where it says, "Then I saw there was a way to hell, even from the gates of heaven," by John Bunyan, Pilgrim's Progress. All right, that's interesting. All right, let me press play.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother,
Oh, it sounds familiar, actually.
Mother, can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you hide them from the wedding world? Oh, Mother.
I will pause it right there. It does sound familiar. I mean, I did check, so I haven't reacted to it before, but I believe I heard this song before. I don't know where it was. I could have been at a party, at a club. I could have been in someone's car. But I always like to keep it honest with you. I mean, that doesn't take away the authenticity, but I always like to let you know if I've heard of a song. Most of the songs I react to, I've never heard of because I like to be fully surprised. It just so happens there's a lot of music I just never listened to before this reaction channel. But yeah, this sounds familiar, and I like his voice though. Let me just say that. So I'm liking what I like so far. So let me get back to it.
Gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Lord, I'm about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can tell you what it's like. Not a bleeding, not about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can tell you what it is. Mother, tell your children not to hold my
Wow, this is an interesting what's the word? Thought process and insight on like this song. So like I brought up the lyrics. Um he says, Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, can you keep them in the dark for life? Can you hide them from the waiting world? Oh, mother. Wow. It's like he's giving advice and he's giving words of wisdom to parents out there in the world. Excuse me, to keep children away from him. Which is wow, I don't think I've ever heard a song like that. Now, he could symbolize the negative things in life, the bad things in life, the things we should not do and fall prey to. So he could be representing like all negative things in the world, not necessarily him. Um, is what I'm thinking. Mind you, this is my first time listening to this, but by listening to the lyrics and reading the lyrics, it sounds like a caution to parents. So I like that. I mean, parents in general should teach their kids about good and bad, but some things have to be life lessons. You can't obviously teach a kid about every bad thing in the world when they're young because maybe you haven't came across that bad thing yourself, so you might not even know about it. But things in general, like, don't do crime, don't do drugs, don't steal from people, things like that. Yes, you can teach people, but then very particular things you may not have experienced yourself to even know to tell your kid. Um, but some is life experience. The unfortunate truth is, I don't believe kids will listen to necessarily everything you tell them, or they might genuinely forget something you tell them, or an emotional thing can take over in the heat of that moment where they just might not realize or understand, because some bad things can also come in deception. Meaning, like for a person, let's say, could be so good at sounding awesome, but they might not be that way underneath. So people fall prey to that. I like his intensity and how he's singing this song and what it means. So let me get back to it.
hand. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, mother, father, do you
Father.
wanna bang heads with me? Do you wanna build everything? Oh, father, Lord, I'm about to see your light. And if you wanna find hell with me, I can tell you what it's like. Still I'm bleeding, but I'm about to see your light.
Wow, yeah, I really like his voice. It does sound familiar, so maybe I'm thinking about I remember his voice from the other song I reacted to over a year ago. It's a very distinct voice. So, like he says, Father, going to take your daughter out tonight, going to show her my world. Oh, Father, not about to see your light, but if you want to find hell with me, I can show you what it's like till you're bleeding. Very, very raw and visceral and stuff like that. I'm not a parent, so I don't even know about. how a father would feel like, let's say, if you actually had some guy say, I'm going to take your daughter out tonight. I'm imagining every father is always concerned and probably wishes their daughter was a nun. But yeah, this is that cautionary tale of things that will come into the lives of your children, into adulthood and stuff like that, and everything that they either are going to face, because you can't hide everything from them, but at least if they're aware of what to look out for and to like perhaps not be easily drawn into things, always step back, I would say, and think about things and assess things in your mind before you go to the next level. And that includes relationships or going out on a date, or like this said, if somebody wants to take you out. Um, I imagine it's hard to be a parent, because not every kid, they'll either want to defy you and do the opposite, or they'll be really receptive and want to listen to you. But again, they might not remember everything, or they might come into some unique situation that you didn't even know about. I can only imagine. But this is a very, I guess, bittersweet type of song. It's sweet because he's being thoughtful about parental guidance, but then the bitter part is reminding us of the negativities in the world and the things that we can all succumb to as youth and stuff like that. So like to be aware. I like that. So it's a song that does not brush things under the rug, as you shouldn't. You can't shield your kids from everything. Sometimes you have to tell them certain things so they'll be prepared. Is all I can say. Let me get back into the song. I think it's almost over. Well, kind of, sort of, almost. I'm gonna play it through.
If you wanna find hell with me, I can tell you what it is. Not about to see your life, but if you wanna find hell with me, I can tell you what it's like. Till you're bleeding. Not about to see your life, but if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's
Oh, I didn't expect that. Wow. All right. I was vibing with everything and understood everything until I saw that damn bleeding chicken. So hold up. I'm like, I don't know what that was. That was a sacrificial something, symbolic, I guess, to what he was doing with that on her. Uh, but yeah, it falls back to what I was saying before. If you didn't see it, like if you skip through to the end, skip the hell back. I said some things in the middle of the song, but yeah. To all the parents out there for you that are out there in the world, I feel for you because I'm not a parent, but I know though the type of person I am because I'm very protective and caring about my like friends and some family members. So I just know if I was a parent, I would be one of those super, super hype fathers that wants their daughter to be a nun. I would hope I would have sons and not daughters, but even sons you have to worry about. So thank goodness it wasn't me. There's no offspring here. There's no little Tazzz spinning around. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I gave a lot of my thoughts in the middle. But yeah, this comes to the part of the show where I give a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs down ass if I don't like a song. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I like his approach. I think it's something daring. And he's not brushing something under the proverbial rug, as it were, as some people do in lives. And you can't always do that. Sometimes you have to bring stuff into the light and address it, especially if it comes to teaching your children. Don't deprive them of what they don't know and you could possibly tell them. So anyway, yeah, if you want to check out the other song that I reacted to of Danzig a while ago, then I want you to check out There. Also, I want to mention that when I was recording this, I can watch it on two screens. I have a larger screen on one side, then I have the one that you'll actually see yourselves. So if you saw me looking away, don't think I was not caring or distracted. I give very special attention to all of my reactions. Um, I care on this channel. All right. So again, let's support Danzig. Then support me. All right. So take it easy, everybody, and thanks for popping by. This is Tazzz.